This is the story of Mitchell Page, one Marine who made a difference. The journey that took Mitchell Page to the beaches of Guadalcanal began on the banks of a river near Pittsburgh.
Well, my mother was probably the most patriotic
And
person.
family. You know, the famous statement has been made, and it's true, that the only thing tougher than a Marine is a Marine's wife and family. And I know that you have exhibited that and seen that in your career. I want you to know that our chapter, the Mitchell Page chapter, is very proud to be here. We don't carry that name lightly. We carry it with a lot of pride. We carry it with a lot of honor. We recognize what Colonel Page was at the time that you men are, and what he did on Guadalcanal, and how he helped hold the ground for the Marine Corps at that time. You guys are ready to take up a position of leadership, as the captain said. You're the key to the Marine Corps. You're the one that's going to be there in combat, that's going to be telling your men and your women what to do and how to approach the enemy, and how everybody needs to trust you on your right and on your left. And we're extremely proud to be able to give these awards each year to this leadership school, because as I said, we feel that you are the core of the Marine Corps. So whatever you do, trust your fellow Marine, have confidence in him, and you'll do all right. Semper Fi. Ooohrah!
Impact area, kicking UXO, waiting for something to go off? Or is it characterized by self-reliance, decision-making, bold initiative, and an insistence for proper execution of whatever the task may be? I would offer that MCDP1 tells us the latter is what our professional example should show our Marines. So I would give you that. There's a lot of talk, and we can talk easy about it, but there's one thing that I have used, and I learned it as a gunny. I learned it too late in my career, but I still use it today to get me on track. For those of you that know me, and you've heard me say this before, and you know what I'm about to say, it's accountability. Holding yourself and holding your Marines accountable. So there's a little thing I want you to picture in your mind's eye real quick, a ladder. And at the bottom of this ladder, there's a rung, and that rung is labeled unconscious or unaware. You have no idea what's going on around you. The next rung would be the behavior of blaming other people. And you move up from that, it's a personal excuse. And then a personal excuse saying, I can't do something, or your Marine saying, I can't do something. And then the last rung on this ladder is just the ability to wait and hope, just apathy. I'm just gonna wait and hope something happens. All of those behaviors are what we classify as victim behaviors. They are not accountable. Your charter is to be an accountable person, to set the example, and that will be contagious. So some things that you need to ask yourself. You need to acknowledge, so we're going to keep going up the ladder, right? We're going to go beyond victim behavior into accountable behavior. Are you acknowledging reality? What are my constraints? What are my restraints? What can I do? What can't I do? Are you embracing the things we talked about, middle management earlier? Are you embracing those things and turning them into opportunities and turning them into a positive? Are you finding solutions every day for the problems that you have to solve? And are you enabling your Marines to find solutions to problems they have to solve? From personal readiness to training to preparation, whatever it may be, find a solution. And then ultimately, accountable behavior ends with making it happen. Whatever you put to task, whatever you put your Marines to task on, make it happen and follow through. That's the ladder of accountability. I use it to this day because, again, this job isn't easy. There's a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of gray area. But I think being accountable to yourself, being accountable to your Marines, being accountable to your family is the most important thing you as a leader can do. And that's what they need you to be. They need you to be their platoon sergeant. Not their squad leader, not their platoon commander. They need you to be their platoon sergeant. That's what they're asking you. That's what all of us, that's what everybody in that back row is asking you to be. That's what they're asking you to be. So I think accountability is where it starts. Okay? Gentlemen, congratulations. I'm proud of you. It's going to be a fun ride. It's already been a fun ride for most of you. Continue the ride. Continue to have it be fun. And enjoy yourselves. Okay? Commanders, everybody else, thank you very much.
Staff Sergeant Drago, 3rd Battalion, 7th Marines, Lima Company. Staff Sergeant Droll, 2nd Battalion, 25th Marines. Staff Sergeant Foltz, 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines, Fox Company. Staff Sergeant Harvey, 1st Battalion, 1st Marines, Bravo Company. Staff Sergeant Leto, SOY West, Infantry Training Battalion. Staff Sergeant Martinez, SOY West, Infantry Training Battalion. Staff Sergeant Meadows, SOY West, Combat Instructor School. Staff Sergeant Miller, 1st LAR, Bravo Company. Staff Sergeant Ortegon, 1st Battalion, 1st Marines, Charlie Company. Staff Sergeant Phelps, 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines, Eagle Company. Sergeant Pitter, 1st Battalion, 5th Marines, Bravo Company. Staff Sergeant Sy, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, MCRD, San Diego. Sergeant Waldner, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, Kilo Company. Staff Sergeant Warnicke, SOY West, Combat Instructor School. Staff Sergeant Westmoreland, Mountain Warfare Training Center. Staff Sergeant Williams, 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines, Golf Company. Staff Sergeant Wee Wee Surikar, 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines, Golf Company. Staff Sergeant Moultrie and Staff Sergeant Scroat going to be here due to operational commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of Class 2 TAC 23. The class honor.
Vietnam Room of Remembrance, and we have a lot of people, fathers, and everybody gets to come in here. You come in, it looks like a corrugated roof. You have the corrugated steel roof like we had in Vietnam. These lights are rigged just like they were in Vietnam. Of course, this is the rear area, not the front area. Right here we have the 59 Marines that received the battlefield commission in Vietnam. There were 14 NCOs, 44 NCOs.
Look at this, how cool this is.
This is a copy of the original order with the prerequisites. This is the cover sheet from the Historical Center validating this list of 59. Now there was one Marine, First Sergeant Rivers. On the day he was commissioned, he was killed in combat. So this is kind of a cornerstone of this. These are 59. No place in the Marine Corps are these 59 listed, not even in the museums.
Wow.
And this is all validated. See, a lot of staff NCOs got temporary commissions in Vietnam, and they thought that was a battlefield commission because it was in country. It was not. This validates the 59. Over here's a VC scarf with merit badges on it. This is 3 weapons: SKS, SKR, RPG. I've had all those shot at me, not these particular ones. But this is an NVA canteen. This helmet is from the Battle of Way City. Mortars. That's an NVA helmet. It screwed up his health record.
He got a headache.
These are the C rations, and we ate over there. Well, let's proceed. Let me get my gear and I'll take you across the street real quick. Okay?
Vietnam Combat Awards. This is so cool.
We got Colonel Page down here. Here we go, right here.
Right there, Colonel Page.
This way, when they come out here and make head calls and wait to get in there, they can read these and be inspired.
Jimmy Howard spoke
Yes.
at
Station 1. When you look at this classroom, there's 350 seats here. Now, this was dedicated in my honor on 2009. They call it Bolden Hall. I've spent 35 years here, 20 active duty, or 15 active duty, 20 as a volunteer. Colonel Bond, Lieutenant Colonel Arms, each battalion made me an honorary general for life. These are different organizations I belong to. I had this picture up here. I'm going to put that in the infantry leader course. There's my mechanical ambush. You see, I got 2 mouse traps. I got the kill zone, and I've killed 65 of them.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And these are just some memorabilia from my active duty. I was the first company commander, AITB. My staff NCOs gave this to me. Here, watch this now. They said I was proficient in tactics, weapons, and proctology. This is when I was commissioned. My 2 officers commissioned me at San Diego. Over here is my service biography listed here. The 15 years I spent at the School of Infantry, I was a plank holder. I'm the one that spent the most time here. These are all the duties I had. And then 32 years. As a volunteer, which I am now, I spent 20 years at the peak of my volunteer. This is what I used to do. This is what I presently do now. And I also support the Combat Instructor School. They named the Combat Instructor of the Year award after me in 2017. But they did also best instructor. Now these pictures all reflect the service biography. Here's where I was born, in Portsmouth, Ohio. Here's my recruit platoon. 1959. This is where I came through second.